All right, today I'm expecting to get an update. The car has been on a tender overnight, and it seems to be about 14.4 volts. It's running at 1.9 amps. Fairly cool, 80 degrees. So it is just doing its tending thing. I do have this set to 20 amps, so if there is a big demand for electricity on the 12 volt, this will cover it, since this is directly connected to the 12 volt battery. So we'll see when an update occurs if this helps out. I'm pretty confident that this will help out if there is a need. All right, I just got home and I noticed that the brake lights were on. So that is odd. So I looked in on the screen and it appears that it is going through an update. So I am not going to touch the car. I'm going to let it do its thing. And I noticed on the 12 volt battery did drop a bit, but the charger tender that I have is going strong. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's going to full 20 amps here, charging. But luckily, the battery still looks like it's in good condition. It is somewhere between 80 and 100%. It's a little warm. And the screen is on. Let's see, do we have anything else in there? Oh, installing software, 28%. It is doing it. All right, when I get back to you, I'll check on the status. Now at 74%. Here is a view of the battery monitor that I have attached to the car. And let's see what it looks like. And it looks like around 7 o'clock, which is 19 on here, is when the update started. And you can definitely tell that things decreased a bit. The voltage went down to 12.6, back up to 12.92, down to 12.62, and then slowly came back up. And it appears that it took about an hour for the update. And then a little bit more time before the battery was filled up again. So it is now about an hour after the car has updated. I am going to open it up and see what it tells me. There is a different unlock sound. Wow, very interesting. All right, so we're no longer getting the unlock sound that is connected to the siren. It is now connected, what appears to be, to the pedestrian warning speaker. So let's go inside and look at it. Let me go in the driver's seat here. And I am now going to press on the brake. I do see, now I see the running lamp malfunction for the left and right side. I have seen that happen. And it's asking me to do the NFC. I know that's because my battery in the key fob is kind of low right now. So, what do we got here? So, we have the normal indicators. I have the door open right now. That makes sense. I don't have my seatbelt on. The parking brake is on, and I usually have the lane assist turned off, so that's what that indicator is. So pretty normal here. I'll compare the size of these icons to the video I shot earlier today before the update, see if there's any difference. Here I have the version 2.0 on the top and 2.2 on the bottom, and you can clearly see the three icons with the park, brake, and ABS. The fonts are larger on the updated version, and this was required by the recall that stated that the warnings needed to be larger. And if you remember, a couple months ago, Tesla had a similar recall on their cars for the telltale lights as well. Otherwise, the rest of the icons look about the same. So really the icons didn't get any bigger, just the wording got bigger. And let's go to the center screen. So this looks like an introduction to the vehicle. Welcome to your Fisker Ocean 1. Then it has my 2185 out of 5000 1 code, picture of the car, and now it says set up your Ocean. We have start, select language. I am now going to press start and see what it does. Okay, we've seen Henrik's video before. I'm going to press continue. Let's see what else we have here. Legal stuff. I'm going to accept and then continue. Now we're going to pair a profile of the vehicle. I'm not going to worry about that right now because I don't have the cloud connected to the app, so I don't think this really needs to get done at this point. I always can do this later on, and it says it right here. This can be completed later in the settings profile section. So I'm going to skip this. Setup complete, finish, and now we have a little thing up here. It says installation complete. Let me zoom in, show you what that looks like. Installation complete. Your Ocean software has been updated to the latest version. Let's say what's new. And that brings us to the update screen here. And this is in fact an older update screen. Not the latest and greatest. So let's get out of that. But if we look here, we'll see that it does say current software version is OceanOS 2.2. And let's just see, make sure it doesn't update us with anything else. Yeah, it's still showing the old update information. So I'll have to look and see why that is the case. That's a little bit of a bummer. But let me bring this back again so that I can get the full screen here. All right, so let me go through all of these buttons again. We have our home screen right here. The normal car view, navigation view, the HVAC, and our music. We have our navigation screen. We have our music screen. And now we have our phone screen with favorites, recents, contacts, keypad, and search. Let's go to the charge screen. Looks very similar. Let's go to Solar Sky. Ah, interesting. This looks a little different here. The range and energy added has looks very similar to what it was before, but this is interesting. We have looks like a sunrise to sunset. I'm not sure what this is showing right here, this little gradient of color. Let's go to trips. As you well know, I'm just over 10,000 miles. Let's go to HVAC. We have our on and off, sync, AC, auto, and recirculate. Pretty normal stuff here. I don't see anything different. And then we have our settings. Let's go into general. Nothing looks any different here. Driving, regenerative braking, low, medium, high. That's all the same. We have our audio. Pretty much the same stuff here. Connectivity. We have Bluetooth. And, oh, interesting, my Wi-Fi got shut off. So I guess I can turn that on if I need to. And I can always add my network in later, but for some reason this update deleted my Wi-Fi information. Let's go to display. We have our themes, driver and central screens, pretty much the same. Let's go to lighting, exterior lighting. We have interior lighting, pretty much the same. Safety, we have all of our safety menus here. Driver assistant with the FI pilot menu. Doors and mirrors, auto fold on off, liftgate, pretty much the same. Energy screen, we have our 24, 10 minutes and 30 seconds. I keep it on the 10 minutes. Oh, this is new. A vehicle to load charging, V2L. Use energy from your vehicle's battery to power a device or appliance. So we can turn on the power from the charge port, and we have the ability to have power from the trunk outlet. So we can turn this on. Oh, I think you need to have the adapter installed, and then you can turn this on. I'll be testing that later, and I'll demonstrate that for you. So you can have power on from the trunk outlet. That can be turned on or off. And then it says turn off V2L when the vehicle battery is less than 10%, 20, 30. So you can set minimums for the battery. That's very good to know. 20% is probably a good number. I recommend not letting the high voltage battery pack get below 20% in normal use. So this is a new screen. Profile. Oh, all the profiles got deleted. So connected profiles 0 of 8. So yeah, I'll have to add a new profile in. And when you add profiles, you need to have your driver door closed and then press the plus button. And then what you can do is go through using the QR code on your phone, and then you can add additional profiles. I did a video on that, so I'll have the link right up here to show you how to do that. Then we have the software screen. As we saw before, it says OS 2.2, but it doesn't have the release notes updated yet. And then vehicle and services. This is one thing that's interesting. They did correct the model year. Previous updates had the model year showing Fisker Ocean 2024 when it is really a 2023. So that is corrected now. We have the welcome message. We have the owner's manual. That is still on here. So that is good to see. And what else do we have here? So in service, we have windshield wiper service mode and the reset tire pressure. So these things are all the same. So out of all these menu items, the only thing that really changed was on the energy screen. So I'll demonstrate that for you when I get that adapter plugged into the car. Another thing I've noticed is back in the liftgate area here, let's press the button. We now have a different sound for opening and closing. So let me press the button. Now I'll press close. Now in the liftgate area here, let me open up this section, and in the little styrofoam storage area, we have our vehicle to load adapter. I've shown you this, many months ago, and it was not active at the time, but now it is. So this is a close-up view of the device. We have this end here that has a regular NEMA 515 outlet with a little dust protector on the end, and then on this end is the J1772 end, and this thing will get plugged into the charge port of the vehicle. Let's see what that looks like. All right, here we have the vehicle to load adapter. I'm going to take both of the dust covers off. I'm also going to open up the charge port here, and then I am going to insert it. So you would insert it just like you would with a normal J1772 handle. You have a little bit of you have a little button up here to release it. So I am going to insert it inside like that. You know what? I think I need to take this bottom cover off. Let me see if it snaps into place. Okay, I'm going to insert it in the opening here. Now it snaps in. So if you do have one of these DC covers, I suggest removing it for the time being while this is being used, so this will snap into place. Now that we have this connected, we need to go inside the car now. And now on the menu, we're going to turn on the power from charge port. To on. Oh, notice it's not turning on. Do I need to have my foot on the brake? All right, so let's see if it works now. If I press this to on, yes, now we have on. Anything over there? Nope. So now we have power from the charge port. Let me go back to our view over here. Nothing fancy here. I just have a floor fan that I happen to have in the garage. I am going to connect it to the outlet here. Let me try it like that. And let's test it. And now we have a fan. We have power to the fan. And you can see, interesting, we have the blinking blue light on the charge port itself. The blue light right here on the adapter itself. So this is the first time I've seen this working on the Fisker Ocean. And I'm guessing you could hook this up to pretty much anything that uses a NEMA 515 outlet. Plug here, and I think you could probably use a level 1 charger on this and then charging another car. So that may be a fun thing to test. I'll have to look at that tomorrow. So when you're done, I will just turn the item off, unplug it. Not sure if it's best to turn it off inside the car first, but let me try that. I am going to press off, and then that unlocks it. And now I can remove this from the car. Pressing the button down, it comes right out. So there we go. First example of vehicle to load on the Fisker Ocean. All right, that about wraps up the video for today. I just wanted to give a short overview of the update process for 2.2 that just happened to my car this evening. And I am going to follow this video up with some more things that I will investigate and hopefully uncover other things that maybe not occur in the update notes. And hopefully we can avoid bugs with this update. Don't know about that, since no matter what car company or car, there's always bugs that happen with updates. So hopefully those are minimal. If you have anything that you want me to look at, please let me know in the comments section below. I will definitely appreciate that. And the more questions, the better. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, good boy.